Alright, those are... I don't want to fight those. They're fucking... You suck.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight.
Go!
These things die in a single hit. That's what's annoying. Like, I want to motivate, but I gotta do this.
There!
Right!
Maybe I should, like, spread out a little. I don't know.
Keep it up, everyone!
I can do this.
It's a shame she can't heal herself.
Hang in there.
Even if it just, like, healed herself, but, like, didn't, you know, give her the CP back, because obviously that's
Here we go!
insane.
There!
My turn.
Okay. These dragonflies suck. My ice break should kill them. So I'm gonna just throw in a muncher.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant blazing!
I can't. Hang in there.
Thanks!
Can this be slept? Yeah. It's just poison and nightmare. I don't know if I should try healing. I'm gonna heal.
Thanks.
Go! There!
My turn!
Okay, so it's like quick to pierce and shit. Let's try sleeping it.
No!
Dang. Stop it.
Here we go! There! We'll cut our own path.
Those things hit so hard. That should help. Oh.
No,
Fuck
it
me.
caught us off guard.
I didn't see it. It's too small. Oh, this is bad.
Go! There!
Not here.
Okay, what were they weak to? Okay, they're weak to Laura.
Hang in there.
You have my thanks! Keep it up, everyone! Of course! Shatter!
Alright, she's not linked.
My turn!
Should have linked her. The best person to link her would be Elliot, I think. At least I can still delay them at least.
There!
Not here.
Oh, come on.
Right! Night. Right.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Off guard. I'll take you up.
Go! There! Go!
I've got you. Right.
I don't have an impede. It's on Elliot's full HP, so it won't be. It's not the end of the world.
My turn.
I don't need it.
Huh?
Oh,
Here we go!
I was hoping I would get a Link Strike. Eek.
There! Go!
I've got you. Right.
If they were closer together. Oh, they're resistant to fire anyway. God damn it, I thought this was a set. Oh. I picked the wrong spell.
My turn.
Alright, she's gonna crit kill them. We're still regenning.
Right. Hey! Off guard. I'll take you up.
Alright, when she does her
fought
armor buster,
well.
then they don't give a fuck.
It's all I can do to keep up with you.
I did it.
Yeah. That was unnecessarily long fight. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Could I have just fast traveled back? Was that a possibility? Hold on. No, okay. It's only in towns. Wow, look at all the people. It really is bustling. I guess this is the reason people come from all over to visit. Look over there, there's even someone performing. I could see myself spending hours here. I see no harm in taking this opportunity to shop as long as it's done in the process of completing our field study tasks. Yeah, it would be a waste to not see what all this town has to offer. Well, just to make sure not to get carried away. Ceramics, eh? Prevents faint, prevents confuse. I mean, that would be useful. I generally never buy accessories because you always end up finding them. So unless I have an excess of money, I'm not going to spend any money on accessories. Oh, I should try some cooking. Do I even have what I need? What do I have in terms of cooking? I only have the one recipe still, right? Oh, it's salt. So I would have to do it with... I would have to do it with Elliot to try and get, like, the super one. The one that sparkles, I assume.
Hope this turns out okay. This is my specialty.
I mean, that's happened both times with Elliot. We made warm egg soup. Can I buy some salt? I didn't see it. I didn't notice it in the... I saw some eggs, but not salt. Oh, I can. Money is tight. I want to spend it all on eggs and salt. Let's try one with
Alright,
Alyssa.
let's get started. Well, that turned out well.
Okay, let's try one with
I'll
Laura.
do what I can. Not bad.
What? I want the super one.
Hope this turns out okay.
Do I have to cook more than one at once? Let's try cooking 2 with Elliot.
Hope this turns out okay. This is my...
Maybe I have to do it with Emma. Maybe I don't know, like, if it's random or if it's predetermined with who I choose. Now I'm starting to wonder. Every time I've cooked with Elliot, I got the warm egg soup. I want the last, whatever. I want that last one.
Wow, check out all these stalls.
There's a degree of randomness? Okay. What do you have? ZCF light? Why do I feel like I need that for a quest? Cornelia reprint? I mean, I'm gonna buy it for the sake of buying it, but I think I've already read this, so... I mean, that's pretty good. Accuracy 25%. You know what? I'm gonna buy this one. Give it to... Laura. Accessories are so goddamn expensive.
Mishi? I admit it has a certain charm.
Anything specific you're looking for? This must be the store that Father Zerbel mentioned. We're here on behalf of Father Zerbel. Actually asked us to come here to collect the bear claw. Oh, here you go. Nice. Surprised at how thorny this is, though, considering it's a medicinal herb. Its resemblance to a bear's claws is where it gets its name from, after all. Unrelated, but my supply of them happens to come from Liberal. They were flown in to Heimdall, where I had them sent along by train. Guess it just goes to show how much of a big deal this market is. There really is a bunch of unusual stuff here. The market's popularity is well justified. I believe we gathered all the ingredients now, correct? Let's report back to Father Zerbel. But also, he's a shop in general. Item shop! I feel like I should have at least 1 or 2 of each. For now. Even though I might need this money for equipment. Doing it anyway. We create beautiful melodies simply by walking. Our singing causes tears of joy, and we summon birds through mere whistles. I hate him. I play music myself, and I hate him. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. What was it I said about accessories? I know. I was like, I don't think I would ever find a ZCF light, though, is the thing. The other ones, yes. The ZCF light, I would be shocked if I found that in a chest or a monster dropped it. Whereas like a star pendant or whatever, or some goggles, those would drop or find in a chest. I mean, I was tempted to buy that evade accessory, but it was 2,000, so I was like... Like these? Like, you would absolutely find these in a chest or from a monster drop. Did I skip this? I think I skipped this one. Just honey? That's it? You sell honey? Just Miss Tita. Tita was pretty cool. A little whiny sometimes, but overall pretty cool.
Oh, the lace at that stall has a really pretty design.
Alright, so there's no equipment to buy. I've seen all the stores. What? Okay. I can see how easy it is to miss a thing if you're trying to 100% the game. It's definitely that era where you go everywhere and talk to everyone at every possible opportunity, because at any point it could change and you suddenly get an item. That's why I had to play through Final Fantasy IX like 6 times to 100% it when I was a kid. I've returned with the ingredients. Please accept my thanks. Now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like you to accept these as well. Nice. Did you happen to make these as well? That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of these. Definitely will. Alright, let's go check out the Orbital Factory quest. Oh shit, there's equipment! Oh no. I upgraded my old weapon! Of course there's new weapons. Oh, fuck me. I spent money right before... I bought new armor right before coming here. Realistically, I do enough damage at the moment, at least for the highway, so I'm gonna focus on armor first. Who would benefit the most? It would definitely be from the armored vest. It looks like the girls get a bigger boost, so I'll buy these two for... do one at a time. Alright. A lot of money. Nah. I don't need these. I'm gonna have to... I have to give up on my, my hoarding for this game, I can tell. Hoarding is an absolute no-go. These sell for a decent amount. If I end up with excess of these... How much does a U material sell for? 50? Further bugs means you can't get all Master Quartz in one playthrough. Meaning you have to transfer quartz from one playthrough to the next for the achievement. Really? At least it gives more of a reason to actually do a New Game Plus. Alright, so then I'll give some boots to... Oh, it lowers speed? I won't bother for Laura then, because her speed's pretty low. but I'll give it to me. God damn, I should have gone here first. I didn't think there'd be like weapons and armor in here too. I thought it was just gonna be quartz and stuff. You wouldn't have to be the students from Thor's, would you? That's correct. We're here in regards to your request. It involved replacing the orbit light and a road lamp on the highway, right? Can we ask for details? Sure, let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the western highway stopped working the other day. The cause of that is the orbit light inside it breaking. So basically, I want you all to go switch the broken orbit light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. So all that's required for us is to replace the broken one with this, then. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you see a place called Lunaria. I was just there. There's a windmill in front of it that you can't miss. Okay. Make sure you check the maintenance panel to be sure that's the right one. They'll have BO2 written on it. Is it safe to leave such work in our hands? I believe none of us have any experience related to this. Don't worry, pretty much anyone can do it. All you do is taking the light out and putting the new one in. Simple. I guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering the code to unlock it, but you can just write that down. There's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can open the maintenance panel. 466515. Am I gonna have to remember this? This feels like the time in Trails in the Sky when they're like, "There's a code for this. Make sure you remember," and then the game remembered for me. I'm just gonna write it down. 466. Almost forgot to mention, the light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they're much more likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're replacing it. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by monsters. That's pretty much it. Would you mind heading out to do it now? Let's go. But also, I got Sepith. Now I regret doing this on my old weapon. Do I buy quartz or do slots first? I buy quartz. Options first. I do have a shit ton of water. Buy one of these just to have an actual one. I'm gonna be able to open like one slot. Because I'm buying all of these. Yeah, okay, no. Some of the next ones cost 70. I want to open at least 2 slots. So I need to have at least 140 of each. Oh my god, EP cut though. It's only 10. I'll buy a hit. Okay. I already have 3. So I'll give one to Elliot and Elisa. Oh, she does have a 41. We still don't know, like, the advantages of the lines just yet. I'll do this, though. Oh, that's interesting. Element locked ones just require that one. Alright, well, you can do the cheap one then. Man, I need... Ugh. I need 1 earth and 1 wind, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Alright. What's 500? God damn. I might give her EP. Here's the thing, how expensive is Frost Edge? That's the real question. 60? Everything is so goddamn expensive. I'll give her HP. You can hail. Maybe you can have Frost Edge. There are a lot of things where like they are susceptible to freeze that I've seen so far. You can do that. You got 2 from your thing, you got 12 from your thing, you got 5 from your thing, you got 5 from your thing. Okay. I need so much money. Alright, so this one was to the west. Let's go. I'll fight anything other than these flying bugs.
Now's our chance.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me. I can do this.
These are weak to fire, right? No, they're weak to earth. Well, whatever, I'll just do it
Turn to
anyway.
flames. Burn! Go!
Lines
My
are a lot
turn.
different in this game. Basically, the fewer and longer lines you have, the more EP you have. But in terms of physical characters, you can have more stat buff / down forwards. I see. I don't entirely see. Kind of lying, but I see.
My turn.
He does so much damage at all times. Why does she never have the elements that I want when these come up?
Here we go. There.
So limited to only one regardless of line count in the Sky games. You aren't in the Cold Steel games, so physical fighters can really take advantage of manipulating status. I see. Does she need more slots? She doesn't need more slots! How dare you lie to me? I get to see the animation for this.
Huh? Is everyone okay?
So are these status effect
Let's get
cords,
'em.
do they all have separate procs?
My turn.
I assume they all have separate procs. It's not like a singular proc where it's like if I have skill and poison. It's not like I'll always do none or always do both. Like when it happens. I see. Okay, yeah. So it's limited by lines, is what you were saying. Now I understand. They're all separate proc chances. Nice.
All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me. I can do this. Hang in there.
You have my thing.
Thanks. My turn.
My turn. Shatter.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Right. Hey. You still have a lot of training to do. I've only just begun.
Earth Cleaver. Attack set line, move -50. That could be good. Oh, it's down there. Oh, for some reason I thought it was right here. In my brain map. I'm gonna fuck you up first. It doesn't fuck you up.
It's my turn. Fire!
My turn. Now's our chance. We can do this.
Got it.
Go! All right, let's do this!
Leave it to me. It's my turn. Fire!
Nice.
My turn. Hey!
It's my turn.
Jesus, she hits so hard.
Fire! Go!
Nice.
Nicely done,
It
Elisa.
takes some getting used to. I
Same
do
to
prefer the
you. That was
wakeboards work in
great.
Sky. I was more strategic. Everyone can be OP in the coastal games with a bit of effort because parts aren't tied to lines. Yeah, it sounds like the setting a character up is going to be a lot easier because there's less limitation. Where's the? Oh, it's this thing. Derp. It's supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? This light doesn't appear to be working. Which means it's probably the one Samus was referring to. Let's check the number on it. Yeah, this is the one. Alright, then we must enter the code after taking care of our uninvited guests. What? Monsters. Sure are a lot of them. Guess those lights really work. Rain, can we trust the task itself to you? Sure thing. Need to input the code. Okay, so I didn't have to remember. It opened! I'm guessing if I failed, I would have had to do a combat. Hard to believe how much of a difference those things make. Got that done in record time, Reen. Yes, I was expecting the process to take much longer. It was a pretty simple procedure, since I wasn't being harangued by monsters the whole time anyway. Still, good job. I guess that's a wrap. Now we just need to go report back to Samus. Are there less monsters here now? Yes, money! Yeah, compared to who? Good point. Oh, I want to break those barrels now. Dick! Got an ointment.
My turn.
What?
Now's our chance. We can do this.
I guess the feint is a random chance. It
My
seems
turn.
like. Alright, well, I got a crit, so I gotta take advantage.
There! Go!
I've got you. It's my turn.
Crit 0! Fuck yeah. She has no EP, and I don't feel like using an EP charge.
Turn to flames. Burn now.
Go!
Right.
0 damage!
Shatter.
Right.
Alright, this is all up to Elliot.
Nice.
My turn. All right, let's do this!
Understood.
Right. Now.
My
Okay,
turn.
the defense down helped. Let's see if this does damage.
Now.
I'll take you up.
Nice. Oh, he's got a crit!
All right, let's keep going.
I only ever played on Nightmare after doing an easy as my first. Never seen it like this before.
Great!
Yeah, I always end up choosing hard mode, and I'm like... I always mildly regret it. But then I also feel like I would be incredibly bored if I was just wrecking face in every fight on normal. I usually play like games like this for the story. I rarely play games on hard difficulties. I'm always wary of it in RPGs because it's very easy for it to just become a massive grind fest. So, but I trust because I tried it in Trails in the Sky. I trust it was like going to be the same level where it was going to be difficult, but not like really grindy and shitty. Yeah, the ones that do it super well are the Tales games. Tales difficulty is, at least in newer ones, is just, it is the absolute best way you could ever do difficulty in an RPG. So, for those ones, I'll always do high difficulty. Although the next one I plan on playing is a little bit older, and I don't know if it's going to work the same way, so I might just play that one on normal when I get around to it. We fixed the lights. Good at falling out with tails? No. Yeah, they were hardly a threat. We did take the request up knowing it could be dangerous after all. You military academy kids really are a tough group. Can't forget to give you your reward now, can I? Ooh. Are we sure we can take one of your quartz? Of course, you did some solid work, you know. Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need me to give your augments a checkup. Speaking of which, I should have enough for another slot. Alright, so what is detection? Undiscovered treasure chests are shown on the map. Just these are. That's really bad for her, so... no. She has... okay, so when they have an ability, like when they have a craft that already has a seal chance on it, does this have a plus 10% chance on that, or is it just a completely separate roll? That's what I need to know. I really dislike Zestarian, even though Berseria fixed a lot of what I disliked about it. It being in the same universe really colored my opinions of it negative. That's a shame. I really like them. The way they do difficulty was just... like, it could not... like, it is the absolute best way to do difficulty, the way they did it in those two games specifically. I remember it more from Berseria, because I played them more recently. But it was absolutely, like, the best. The best. Up defense. And it was mostly because they were like, hey, we have a lot of systems in place for how this combat works, and if you learn the system and take advantage of it, you're going to do a shit ton more damage. And then the enemies, obviously, they do a lot more damage and more HP and blah, blah, blah. So when you play the combat system well, you still wreck face. But if you screw it up, then it's really easy to die. You know, just like, that's how you do it. Of course, that involves having a complex battle system that allows for that in the first place. So. I don't know what to put on her. Didn't dislike the combat, just storing characters. That's fair. Maybe I'll just put the seal on her. I kind of miss Gaius, because like everything was sealed all the time when he's around. That 50% in a giant line, that's so good. So what do we got left? Got these. Okay, just go down the East Highway. Got it. Do I get to know if I, like, missed a monster? Probably not. East is where I'm going. Can I rest at the inn? Can I just rest and get some EP back? Probably not. This is not our room. Oh, snap. I really want Bamco to port Exilia 1 and 2 on Steam. We'll play them again. Yeah, I think I have, I don't know if I have Exilia 2. I might have Exilia 2 and I've just never played it and it could be sitting on my shelf. But Exilia was a good one too. Hence the sequel. I'm just looking to see if I can see it. I'm not seeing it currently. I feel like I do and I just never got around to playing it.
This would be a really tranquil area, if not for the monsters.
Yeah, let's be careful. I've got this!
It's my turn. Fire!
God damn it.
My turn!
Okay.
Well, shall we begin? I can do this.
0 arts, is it? But probably weak to heat. If I could hit more than one, I'd use it.
Go! There!
Right.
My turn!
She does so much damage!
Nice!
That's a shame.
Too slow!
It's my turn.
Oh, she got 0 arts again. Nice.
Is everyone okay?
But either I own it, but I haven't played it. Came out at a time when I was hopelessly addicted to 14. The late 2010s, a little bit of a blur. Just stay clear of MMOs. Yeah, I'm actually prepared to go back to 14 pretty soon. It just like I need to have like my to be played games list. Be sitting in a place where I'm like, I could wait for these. I don't like it. Like I'm not like really jonesing to play any of them, but I do intend to play them.
Come on then.
Go!
Okay, I have to delay them.
There!
I might just S-break on this crit.
Go!
Go!
In fact, I'm gonna
Behold, my most powerful strike!
still play 14 regularly. I'm incapable of stopping playing other games now. There's a time I couldn't do some other shit. That's actually good. That's like a level of discipline that most people don't ever achieve.
You should keep going.
Where you're able to like keep enjoying what you were addicted to, but not be addicted to it anymore.
I did it!
That's hard to pull off.
Right.
Is this random or is it just is it?
Bring it on!
Seems like it's slightly random on whether I get a feint or not.
My turn!
0 arts. This is not fair. Wait, why does this one have more HP? What? What?
Huh.
Right.
Why though? I mean, I can see it's physically bigger, but like everything else is completely identical. Level 8, experience 59. Trying from the front, maybe. Hitting the back is always successful. Certain enemies are immune.
Huh?
My turn.
Right.
Oh, I don't have any CP. That shouldn't burn to death? I don't know if burn happens first or second. Okay. Happens
Here we go.
afterwards. It's good to know.
Another chance.
I've got you!
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
High five.
Oh, a treasure chest.
I definitely know that like certain types of
I can
weapons
do this.
will like have a really high chance or will always faint
turn.
someone, but I have seen it where like that. Like sometimes it
Now's our
works and
chance. We can
sometimes
do
it
this.
doesn't.
Here we go.
I'm gonna motivate.
All right, let's do
Leave
this.
it to me. It's my turn.
Let's do a crit heal on these two.
Hang in there.
You have my thing.
Right. Hey.
Right.
Of course. Huh?
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Seems like you always crit a sleeping enemy.
Oh, a treasure chest.
I shouldn't have this on by I should only equip this for. Oh, I have white glasses just sitting here. Oh, right, it's because she took off the ZCF light. I'll equip this when I approach the quest. Pretty soon.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Go. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me. It's my turn.
Were they weak to fire? They were. Can't hit. Now I meant to cancel. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
My turn. Hey.
It's my turn.
My turn. Huh? We should keep going.
You walk up to me and Starling and run away. Quickly hit as it turns away from me. That's not a bad strategy. I should have clicked the I didn't click the proxy. Let's be the fire in the put out the monster extermination quest. Should we go inside and ask for more details? Something better than just wander around blindly till we find the thing. We're here, so now's as good a time as any to introduce ourselves and ingratiate ourselves to the locals, I guess? I'll give it to you, because you're also, like, the healer dude. You give me an egg? Give me an egg. Okay, that's not a thing. It's not a thing in these games.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
Oh, look at the cows.
I want to talk. It'd be funny if you bugged it enough to swarm you a la Zelda. I would never come back. I would never do this quest. We'd never progress, and the game would be over. Oh, I need strawberries. Fig. 1,000? It cures faint? Nice. Would you happen to be Cyro? I'm gonna say Cyro. We're here to take care of the monster that's causing issues. As much, we'd like some further details on it. Oh, I'm the man you're looking for then. Well, I did know that it would be students taking care of it. I wasn't aware that you had young ladies in your company. The rest of you were younger than I had expected, too. Perhaps this request may be too dangerous for you after all. Thank you for your concern, however, there's no need to worry. All of us here have combat experience already. Indeed, this all serves as part of my training too, so please allow us to undertake the request. Well, if you insist, you'll come across a plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. It truly is a ferocious one, so much so that passing by the area is impossible as it attacks everything it sees. Do take extra care when approaching it. Right, being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. We'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it. Allow us to make our way there once our preparations are complete then. Yeah, let's give this everything we've got. Also just quick like. Yeah. Precious money. How was that sound effect? Oh, it's a train.
The Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'll eventually reach Aurelia Fortress.
Alright, should I give this HP to someone? I mean, I'm tempted, but I think it'll be fine. What if I don't fight those things?
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Here we go.
Let's motivate.
All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me! Right!
Alright, what were these weak to? I don't fully know yet. Okay. Susceptible to sleep, though. And fire.
Turn to flames! Burn!
Right.
My turn.
I can do this. Is everyone okay?
I like that you slowly scout out the enemy's attributes as you fight them. So you don't have to go out of your way to, like, have analyze on at all times or, like, analyze everything all the time. And then I really only use it for, like, boss battles and stuff.
Enemy sighted. Take him out.
I'm fucked up. I guess there's always just like a big wolf and a little
Turn
wolf.
to flames! Burn!
Here we go. There. Go.
I've got you!
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Of course.
All right, that'll die from the flame.
Shatter!
I can do this.
Go.
I should be able to hit both.
There. Okay, it's safe for now.
I'm tempted to go back because I have enough money for 2 weapons.
Is that a treasure chest?
But I feel like I'd probably be fine. I will save first, though. Is this Mega Man? Are we fighting a Reploid Master or whatever it was? Maverick. Robot Masters are Mavericks. That's what they were. Is this the monster we're looking for? Certainly seems to be. It's pretty tough. What should we do? We don't really have any choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone, double check your equipment. We need to be prepared for whatever this might throw at us.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
Go!
I'm gonna motivate first.
All right, let's do this!
It's my turn.
You can use the battle scope.
Huh?
Weak to water. Unbalancing is not gonna happen. Oh, it can freeze though. Oh, I should totally focus. Who has the freeze spell? I gave that to somebody. Oh, thank God.
My turn.
I think you have it. Yeah. He also has. Okay. I need to do this first,
Give it up, everyone.
Of course.
and then you can. The move doesn't matter anymore, so let's go for it. Seal should work.
Shatter!
Yes.
Right.
It's a short. It's only one turn, but that's all I need. We'll burn. Burn probably won't work, but I'll try.
Turn to flames. Burn!
Nice!
Here we go!
Basically just negated the HP heal on its turn.
There!
Right. Arcus activate.
Of course.
Oh, I was like, why does it have defense up? That's me.
Shatter!
Dang, got fainted. That's some good damage, though.
Right. Turn to flames. Burn!
Good thing he has regen.
My turn. Arcus activate.
Of course. Now!
I'll take you up.
Man, I just want to freeze
My
it.
turn.
Seems only fair.
Turn to flames. Burn!
Here we go! There!
My turn. Arcus activate.
Here we go! There!
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
That's pretty easy.
Of course.
What if I just want to freeze it?
Hey!
Go!
Okay.
There!
My turn.
You know, just impede it. I don't give a fuck. Can I reach it with this? I can.
Right. Ha! Evil will fall before my blade.
It hit us like twice. Force level 2! You get some good bonuses from these things. Passion. CP plus 10? Wow, I didn't know those improved. Nice. Got a shield too. Now I have an AoE heal. Wait, no. Tira isn't AoE, it's just stronger.
Not bad.
Bam, bam, bam. I don't even need the weapons. Like, it takes kind of that. I don't know how we did it, but we won. Would have been even tougher enough for the power for combat links. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it? Why? Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh yeah, hope they're pleased. Something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. Have you ever had someone do that to you in real life where they just like quietly look at you for a little bit longer and you're like, what's up? And they're like, nothing. Just like, what? Okay? You could just farm these boxes, couldn't you? They respawn every time there's a screen transition, it seems like. I assume you've taken care of that monster. That's correct. Goodness, thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. We'll have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Celtic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make our request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area, and Celtic as a whole really, is on the very outskirts of the Kreutzen province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. It's not too hard to believe, considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. Probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all for a reward for this. Please take these. Really generous. Can you really give this much? Of course, we got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it's the least that I can do. I hope you enjoy them. You don't get much fresher than this. I'm rather envious that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. It's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. I wasn't aware of that. Importing has become a much easier task now thanks to the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. My apologies, I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. I want to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. Well, that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Full on pooped. Sam, I don't venture out onto the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay, though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside, too, so I'm kind of used to this. With all the training Laura does, I imagine it's probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give her a report and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright, let's head back. But also, I can make some stuff.
Alright, let's get started. What is this?
Created yellow liquid. Restores it's an EP charge, but it's just the name of it.
Okay, let's
you
give
made
this a try.
Yellow liquid.
There we go.
All right, let's just
This
do
turns
one
out
with
okay.
everyone. See how it goes.
Something seems wrong.
I'll do what I can. That came out rather well.
Wow. Here's KO. Nice. There's still one more though.
I'll do what I can. Not bad.
Hope this turns out okay. Okay, it's ready.
I'm convinced that like each pairing, like each combination, has restrictions. Like you can't get all four. Maybe you can get all four. Just like it's heavily favored to the one or two that you will get from that pairing. Like it's like 75% one, like 10% the other and 5% the other two or something like that. Or, like, even lower. Where's the inn? Right next to me. Don't give crap. The one paid? Probably should have saved before this. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Assuming it is like how it was in 0 and AO, and yeah, it's a percentage base just like that. So then to me, it's just like, there is a certain pairing where it's like, if you really want a specific one, you just pair those two and you're going to get it almost all the time. You just got to figure out what that pairing is. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. Pay for it so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way? There seems to be a question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. So for Celtic, that would be... This isn't good. I must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. Both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here. I'll thank you not to interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we're not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. Military Academy? So there are a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Adios' name is happening here? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. Otto. Slam. He slams automatically. I'll be here all week. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah. Both permits expire at the same time. What is the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's gonna be fine now, though. Guess he's the guy in charge. Really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation, though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Time for dinner and stuff. Alright, see you later. How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Keldit's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind as to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. Alright, so the capital guy got the stall, clearly. So you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. It was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right, both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. It's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For mistakes such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. It's true, it's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. Duke? Poison Province is ruled by Duke Alborea, one of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country, but lately the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. I mean, a few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. With a larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've even gone to Berehard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten that status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer of the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. It's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you are asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then. That's right, I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Oh, don't worry, we are. We are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Good time to save. And I'm also going to take my first break of the day. Because I'm out of water and coffee. There's a lot less voice acting today, so like my voice isn't used to it. So I need a few minutes to shut up. So I'll be right back. Yeah.
All right.
But she said at the same time I did. Continue. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control, and as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alborea. Current head is Eustace's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Eustace for some help? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. Since the Alboreas represent one of the four great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the four great houses. That's a no then. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Sarah, what brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're gonna go see Group B now? The town of Parma is a considerable distance from here. Now, you'll let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Adios be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? Alright, so just we return to our room and rest for the night. In any case, we still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Is there more? Yeah, let's go. I don't think there's anything else. There might be something else to do, but... I'm gonna think that every single time when that pops up, I'm like, did I miss a thing? I probably missed a thing.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day.
Why'd you bring it up?
What about you, Elisa?
I have
Why
reasons.
did you enroll at the academy?
Now's not the time to talk about our reasons.
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
We'll be back later from still streaming. Alright. Enjoy whatever you're doing. So you want me to wake up at... You want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. No problem at all. Have a good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Oh, she'll remember as soon as we walk in.
Reen,
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself.
I keep trying to remember, like, the name that, I can't even remember the character's name. Estelle's dad. I can't remember what he was called. It was Divine something.
I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level.
I think it was, like, he was, like, the Divine Blade or something.
I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest, I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
I'm also trying to remember the name of what Joshua was involved in. It wasn't quite Jaeger. It was further than...
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work.
I wish I could remember the name. What, like, the evil people were called. like, maybe it's similar to what Joshua's past was like. I don't know, probably not. They're both optional? A Swordar. Okay. Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista? That's about right. He's a very considerate man. Last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Shall we get started? Sounds good. They're all optional. Hey, Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Huh? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It's not something for which an apology is required. Not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. The master confided to the school I follow into the path of the sword itself. For those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own ability, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you one question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. So you two are friends again then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. You did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we all just forget about this and move on? So the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we got trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning. You're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here, but never mind that. We have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. What terrible thing has happened? It sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all the merchandise was stolen. That is most terrible indeed. I suppose it means the market might be opening late today, which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louise, get this place ready. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study. Leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about after all. We'll be back later. Thanks again. Should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look. I mean, one of the quests was at the market, anyway. Yeah, the ceramic stall. So... Oh, I suddenly had a thought. I should buy weapons. I'm sure it's fine. Not quite ready. It's the students from yesterday. Opening late today after all, I see. Great, so I guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not going to get away with this! Oh, no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reed? Maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened yesterday, you just might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damn coward. I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallrian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Playing all innocent, trying to paint me as a bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we sell this right here and now? Bring it on. +7? You kids again? Keep keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Oh, they are completely ruined. It's awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed, and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something. You took all my goods too, so I haven't got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. You're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do you do? Stop this at once! Provincial army? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. I believe you're the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. You see... I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But... he says that's not fair. That doesn't make any sense. At the same... he's like, they happened at the same time. They would have fucking seen each other. This market's tiny. It's like 100 foot from end to end. You don't think it's premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. That's your job, though. I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Very good, then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man. I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. I should have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we cleaned up these busted stalls. We're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Thanks to you four, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I'd expected. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. Merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into a blind rage. It's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right, it's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those 2 merchants are just going to accept this and move on. I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done, I'm just not sure what. Something wrong, Ring? You're awfully quiet. I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting we attempt to find the perpetrator to destroy the merchant's stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. that's true, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. It seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. Alright, first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdall, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. Sure, we need to keep moving. The deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Every time they talk like that, it makes me wonder if I actually have a real timer. Would you happen to be lazy? To make you the students from Thor's? That's us. Came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation? I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come and pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Yes. Assume you've already inspected the contents. I did. Unfortunately, there isn't anything inside that could help to identify the owner. What was inside it anyway? Well, naturally, there was Mira in it. Like, a lot of Mira. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only other thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. Sounds like the owner's a fairly well-off traveler, then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead, though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask the station? Considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been at the station themselves to ask about it. And let's do it. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received, too. I believe it was this morning. A young lady came in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. She seems to have been traveling alone. She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check. Alright. Looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left. We have a name now at least, that makes life a lot easier. All that's left now is to actually meet with her. She mentioned that she'd be searching at the rest area in the Grand Market next. Make sure you return it to her, okay? You wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came in here searching for a wallet, would you? She's gone now. She didn't mention something about having no choice but to rely on ADOs now, though. Does that help you out? Well, I mean, there is a church, so... so we'll try there. ridiculous. Please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on having lost all my mirror in a place like this? Oh, we found her. Excuse me. Who are you? Well, you can turn around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you were Annabelle? I am. Thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? It's my wallet. Where'd you find it? I'm surprised you had that merchant from the Grand Market kept it safe for me. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you'd like to in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. I think we can accept that. Your thanks alone are enough. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet search began. See no reason you can't accept it. In fact, I insist. Thank you again for finding my wallet. We did it. Then we got a thing. HP, defense under defense. You have the least HP. I'll leave the plush for someone else. Need more accessories. Alright, I'm gonna do the other optional right away, which was west? It was west. Actually, hold on. I have money. Alright, who would benefit the most? You and you. I'll probably do Elliot last. He somehow always he already does plenty of damage. I kind of want to keep these in case they can be like crazy upgraded later on. I could sell an Earthlands. I'll take information. I like information. It was my favorite quartz. Oh, they won't let me leave. Okay, fine. I should be able to leave at some point. I think I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that twice. Hope you can forgive me for inappropriate behavior. Twice. Seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market and unable to do business. What brings you here? Do you need something from me? Well, actually, you're investigating? That's right. We'd really appreciate it if you can answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. Not to sound so pessimistic. Can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. We're still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said it wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. And accessories is a brand that's popular in the capital. Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. This is the only one I have left now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in one single night. That damn coward's sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me, he decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my goods back, no matter what it takes. Let's try to stay calm. Do you know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. You can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. That's everything he knows. What the hell am I supposed to do now? I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? A moment of your time? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top it all off, the provincial army, that other damn merchant, are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. He explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what had happened the previous night. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not a vote of confidence. He's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. What do you know? I left the market right after arguing with the merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place. Another merchant just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And as if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone without a trace. Yeah, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. You know, my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. That's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why'd you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. That doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why is his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. It seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. It's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this. I might have to shut up shop for good. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat, but what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you. But we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. Cheer up, okay? I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck. What does everybody think? I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other's stall, but the chance of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're gonna have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where? I mean, who could have Who? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior. We can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Most likely a provincial army. I'm gonna go with them. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill the role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is they brought the dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, then the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly, there's definitely something unnatural about the way they've conducted themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to the Army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. Alright, let's go. But also, can I leave to go kill the monster? God damn it. God damn it! Are you just students? What are you doing here? We're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we're hoping you might be able to help us with something. Could we ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's military academy. We'd very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. It seems a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study and can prove most invaluable to our education, if you'd permit it. Alright, stay here, I'll see what I can do. Looks like we may be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn, after all. Now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. Even more importantly, what they don't say. I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. What do you want? Make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. I've been trying to keep up appearances. It's unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. We would be correct in assuming that the provincial army will be conducting no further investigation. Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You've got a big mouth for someone your age. Seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the #1 priority of the provincial army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, the #1 priority should be to enforce the will of the region's ruling lord, Duke Alvaria. As members of the provincial army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers. We follow our orders. That's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping to be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you excuse me, I have a job to do. Wait. Would you mind answering just one more question? Fine, ask it. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant. All he had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? That merchant from the capital was the one who was planning on selling... Heinz was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you all looking at me like that for? How do you know that? I was under the impression you had investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchants was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir, we have our own ways of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now, we've wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. That was very smart. Good job, Elliot. The fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all. What the burglary happened last night, and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. Agreed. I suspect they knew what each other merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. Though that would be easy information for them to learn, since Duke Alvarez must have issued permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records or something like that. But why would they bother? I really needed to know so they could prepare. Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. It was probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. Seems to fit perfectly with what happened. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working toward a solution, unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand, then showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough that they'd feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. But thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. That was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You make a fine military strategist. I just got lucky, that's all. So what we know is the provincial army is somehow involved in the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree, really. Whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Keldic. There just aren't many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without them being found. That's a good point. Maybe they escaped by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gotten far. Maybe we should ask around on the main roads and see if anyone saw anything. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or entering the town. Let's resume! Alright. Wait, no, that's story. West. That's where that one is. What? I thought I was... Oh. I thought I was supposed to, like, go, like, talk to the farmers and shit on the road and stuff. Lily, are you okay? Look what that nasty man did to her. Something the matter? I was just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep along the side of the street. Sleep in the midst of a bustling town like this, oblivious to its dangers, suggests he must possess formidable skill. Or he was just really drunk. The nasty smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. It's terrible. I think it was. I don't know who he is. We'll have to keep an eye on Lulu and make sure she keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I'd never seen him before that. Really? That sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. Yeah, I think we should go talk to him. Drink, bring me another drink. This guy reeks. How much does he put down? It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Shut up, leave me alone. Just good for nothing, just lost his job. Looking after that nature park was my whole life. Nature park? What are we talking about the Lunaria nature park we saw yesterday? Oh, you kids know it? I used to be park ranger, that old place. You lost your job. Out of nowhere, too. I gave my life to that job, and then they took it all from me. The damned officials just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sapped. You just take a man's livelihood off like that. Not fair. That was my life. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Right? I'm so glad somebody understands how I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night too, see? A bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went out walking the town through the west exit. Weird thing was, they was carrying a bunch of wooden boxes in the middle of the night. Kids these days, I tell ya. A nature park. I wouldn't even have considered it. But given its size, they would know to be a perfect hiding spot. They'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. The men standing at the entrance yesterday were probably there as the lookouts. And if a provincial official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. I say something useful? No, I said, but I helped you out. Why not buy me a drink? I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. What? What? Alright. To the park. I also need to go west, so that's perfect.